handgun shooting, IDPA versus USPSA. Oh, and by the way, I apologize for the sound of gunfire in the background. The match is going on and we're filming at the same time. I will see what I can do with the voiceover, but no promises, sorry. I don't subscribe to the idea that IDPA is more defensive than USPSA. They're both games, but they're very useful to learn how to think with a gun in your hand. And they also provide you a little bit more challenging environment than just a static range. You have leans, you have crouches, you have reloads, running on the move, shooting on the move, all that cool stuff. So it's definitely a good learning tool, and this is what I think you should think of USPSA, IDPA in similar type matches. It's just a learning tool. But which learning tool is better for you as a defensive shooter? Now, when I shot this in IDPA mode, I had 9-second run, and I had 2 points down, and that added me to 11 seconds. Around 20% penalties for just 2 Charlies. In comparison, if I had exactly the same run in USPSA, out of 80 points, 2 Charlies would have gave me 5%. So it's less penalties, much less penalties for Charlies. And for real life, for the body, I would say Charlies, at least close Charlies and alphas are more or less equal. I would actually prefer higher alpha, but that's not the case. What I want to say here is I think USPSA is a better training tool because this is what happened. When I shot this in IDPA, I got 2 points down, acceptable score. When I shot in the USPSA, I actually had, I think, only 1 point down, but on the third target, the headshot went high. It's a worse score, and I fucked it up. But this is why USPSA is a better training tool, in my opinion, than IDPA. You will fuck up in USPSA more because you have more ability to do so. In IDPA, you try to go accurate, you try to go slow, so you don't necessarily see these things that show you that you have an inefficiency somewhere. And even though I transitioned kind of the same, it's a little bit less, but very similar. I think what happened is I transitioned and did not wait for the gun to return a little bit lower. And that's what happened why I had a mic. So I was able to see it when I shot it USPSA style, but I couldn't see it when I shot it IDPA style. And that's why I think that USPSA is a better training tool for a defensive shooter than IDPA. And also, once you become a little bit more advanced of a shooter, ability to switch between different speeds, UML style 3-gun, hit factor major, hit factor minor, IDPA, ability to scale between these modes will make you a more well-rounded shooter. But it's a little bit further down the road. But anyway, this video is about USPSA versus IDPA, and today I have my friend Jake shooting his carry gun that he never shoots in competition. He usually shoots open, like a really good gun in USPSA, and this is his first time at IDPA match. So I guess I'll just go and interview his ass, and he will tell you what he thinks about USPSA versus IDPA for defensive shooter. Also, almost forgot, there's one thing in IDPA that's better for defensive shooter that you might appreciate coming from USPSA into IDPA, and that is IDPA has different rule sets, and the way you apply these rules when you're actually preparing your stage plan will lead to you having more hesitation due to thinking what you should be doing next. Like stashing your mag, or like having to dump your rounds, or just simply pre-aiming for more hard-focused alpha. Basically, what I'm saying is your processing platform, as experienced USPSA shooter, will be overloaded again, something that you don't expect anymore when you go to a DPA match. And that is good for you as a defensive shooter because overloaded processing platform is another obstacle that you have to deal with, and that's opportunity for you to learn.